Hello, fellow YouTubers, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. On the last episode, we headed over to the records room to see if we can get some more information on the DL6 incident, since apparently Von Karma was now a part of it. And turns out we ran into Von Karma at the records room with the entirety of the DL6 evidence in his hand. He shocked us with a stun gun and ran out, leaving us with only a bullet remaining from the DL6 incident and nothing else. He also took the letter that kind of incriminated him. So we are heading to the final day of the trial. We know Von Karma is potentially the biggest suspect now. We also need to hope that we can prove that the old guy's Yanni Yogi. First off, the old guy needs to show up. This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Ah! Ooh, what's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. You know, last episode I said that 60,000 volts seemed like a lot. 600,000 volts seemed like a lot. I actually looked it up because I was curious. That's pretty common. That's like lowest. That's like the lowest denominator of taser. I don't want to be shocked by that now. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! Oop, that's my Edgeworth yell. What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya? Maybe you should go outside and discharge. Right! Good idea! Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Wah! Pal! What's got into that girl? Hi, Gumshoe. How is she shocking other people? Is Phoenix shocking other people? Is that something that happens if you get tased? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. Alright, here we go. Final trial, December 28th. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Right. Very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. The judge is surprised that Von Karma is listening to him. Come on! Don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Oh, I forgot his voice. That's not good. Why do I figure people's voices so easily? Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness! Why did you run away from yesterday? Thought there was a from there. The witnesses will not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well. Please begin your testimony. Muff! Alright, here we go. Why I left court. We haven't seen him since... God, when was the last time we saw this guy? I don't even remember anymore. I don't remember the episode he was last in. I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So, my testimony yesterday stands as it is. There's no in there either. I screwed up twice. Par for the course? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. Hope I did good with remembering his voice. So why I left court? First cross-examination of the day. So, we're going to press him on, obviously, the one that doesn't really fit well. I mean, he went to go buy food for Polly. Yeah, it's this that we have a reason to do it. I figured it got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. Well, we're trying to prove that he's Yanni Yogi, so obviously he has something. We don't have the letter anymore, unfortunately. All we have is a bullet. This is the only thing we pretty much got from yesterday. So, let's press him here. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep, seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory. You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. Grr. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? Don't try and read along with it. That's impossible. I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well. Witness, please continue. Alright, so the next thing that we're gonna press is this. It's unfortunate because the big slam dunk we had was that letter, and Von Karma probably burned it. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes? Yes, Your Honor? You've been saying the same thing now, over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? For some reason, I thought case had an H in it. Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he had nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, is there a serious problem with your claim? Or, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or, are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor.
Oh, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he?
Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us the witness's name. Gregory Edgeworth, Yanni Yogi, or Robert Hammond. Boy, would that be just a big plot twist if this was actually Robert Hammond. And it's not Gregory Edgeworth. We saw the picture where he was dead. You have it. It's right here. That's a dead Gregory Edgeworth. That only leaves us the one obvious option. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi, from the DL6 incident. I thought the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive.
Tisk.
I would think that.
Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory.
This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick! How are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor! Please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file from Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see. That makes sense.
Tisk.
Huh?
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright.
Why?
The witness has no fingerprints.
What? What? No fingerprints? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. Yup. What? Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to provide his proof as identity. No.
Tisk. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no?
No! I know what happened! I know everything! I just can't prove it! But no, I can't let it end like this! I can't lose! There has to be another way!
There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one.
Nick, what are we gonna do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do?
Tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine the parrot for a little comic relief,
Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine the parrot? What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to. Your Honor. The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up?
On his proposal?
Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Order! Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma?
Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object.
Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested.
Well, if you're so desperate, then please, be my guest.
Phoenix is surprised that this is actually working.
Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick, this is crazy.
Well, still want to go through with your little game?
Yes, I'm doing it, or no, maybe not. I think this is a good place to end it. This is where I was planning on ending it. So, Phoenix is about to testify against, or Phoenix is about to have a parrot testify. I mean, sadly, that is probably the weirdest thing that's happened in this game so far. So, other than, you know, people switching bodies with the dead, and murder. So, on the next episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, I said Rice. Why did I say Rice? Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, we will be picking one of these two options and dealing with the consequences after that. Either we're testifying a parrot, or we're losing this case. So you can probably guess which one we're gonna do. So, until next time, hopefully you enjoy. There must be goodies scattered around here. Yep, a Hydra missile launcher. Hello, friend. Oh, I don't want to shoot it there. And everything is gone. That was probably not a good place to shoot that. Yeah, there! Yeah, that right there! Should have shot at that! Whoa! Oh, I'm down to my last bar of health.